10 reasons plus to buy the new iPhone 7. So you may be thinking whether you want to buy the new iPhone 7 or not, or should you just stick around with the old iPhone or old other phone. So here are the 10 reasons. One of the main reasons I personally think is the new camera upgrade. So at the back here it has a new camera lens. It is much bigger than the iPhone 6, and this will allow more light to come in, so be able to capture more light, and this will enhance the photos in a low light environment or in even in normal conditions. It will capture much better quality pictures. So also at the front here it has an improved 7 megapixel camera. So at the back here is a 12 megapixel camera, and with the front is a 7 megapixel. So both camera has got an upgrade, and you find that it now can take a lot much better photos. So if we take a sample photos right here, you can see that the photo is now much nicer, much better color compared to the old phone. There's much more details as well in the photos. So definitely the camera is much better with the new upgrade. Now with the iPhone 7 Plus, you also get a dual camera. So one is the telephotos and one is a normal camera. So you can see here, this is just a normal iPhone, but with the iPhone 7 Plus, there's now two cameras. There's a dual cameras on the phone, and so with a quick aperture, with an f1.8 apertures, your phone will be able to capture more light. So therefore, it will work better in low light as well. So another addition to the iPhone is the waterproof features. So it is now dust proof and water resistance. So that means water doesn't get in easily. So if you accidentally drop the phone in water, your phone is now protected, and as long as it doesn't go too deep down in the water, water doesn't get in. And if you accidentally splash some drinks over your phone, you can quickly clean it without it getting damaged. I have seen so many phones getting water damage because people sometimes accidentally drop it in the water, or they accidentally spilled drinks or beers onto the phone, and it can easily get damaged. So this is definitely an improvement, and something that is worth considering when you're buying a phone, a smartphone, and a smartphone is that a lot of the times you can accidentally get water into the phone. So all around here now it's got the seals around, and that means if it get dropped in the water, your phone won't get water damage, unless you intentionally push it down into deep water. Then yes, it will get water damage. Another feature is that the memory size now improved. You can get 256 gigabytes, so it's quite big. Or the minimum now is now push double to 32 gigabytes. So that means that you can no longer get a 16 gigabyte iPhone 7. Now you get more storage on your phone at the same price with the iPhone 6 from the last release. Also, with the iPhone 7s, you get the latest iOS 10, so that's another reason why you want to upgrade, because there's more features now on the phone. Another features is the fast Touch ID login. So you can see now, if I want to quickly log into my phone, I have a Touch ID here. So if I want to use the phone, I know I need to put in either the PIN, and if I want to use the fingerprint, it is now much faster. So all I have to do is simply just press on it once, and I'll be able to log in. I no longer have to wait for it to read my fingerprint. The sensor is now much faster, so I can just quickly press on it, and this will allow me to log into the home screen straight away. In terms of battery life, the phone now has an improved battery life, so that means you can go out and use your phone for the whole day without worrying about your phone is running out of battery. So we go into settings and we look at the battery status. You can see that I have been using it for 51 minutes. So since last full charge, I have used it for 51 minutes, and it's been on standby for 20 hours or 21 hours, and only 12% has been used. So that is pretty good to me. This should last me at least the whole day without having to worry about recharging the phone or if it's running down low. So an excellent improvement is the battery life. While it is not tremendously improved, the battery life is still improved quite a bit. Now with the camera, again with the cameras, there is next to the camera is the flashlight. So there is an improvement in the sensors and the flashlight. It used to have 2 LED, and now you can see on the corner here, in each of the corners there's a light. So there are now 4 LED light with a flash. This will allow the phone to easily take good photos with the sensor, with the flashlight, and then improve sensors right here. So you may notice at the bottom here, now there is no longer an earphone jack. There used to be an earphone jack right here on the iPhone 6. So this is an iPhone 6 case. So right here, exactly where it is, there's an iPhone hole here where you can plug it in. There's a jack. You'll be able to plug in. It is now removed. So instead of using the jack, you need to use the lightning port here. It is shared with the same charging port. Now with because once they remove this one here, you can now use the AirPort. So they have released an AirPort that you can use to connect to your phone via Bluetooth. So I guess that is an improvement because you don't have to worry about the wires get tangled in your pockets, or if you're doing something, you don't have to worry about the cables is hanging around. Using the AirPort wirelessly, you can I guess the phone is now independent of the cables, so there's no more cables attached to the phone. So I guess that somehow is a bit of a convenience. So that's another improvement. Now if you are into playing games, you may be so if you're into games, you may be happy to so if you're into games, you may be happy to hear that with the iPhone 7 it now has a faster CPU with an A10 Fusion processor. So this means everything is processed much faster than the previous version of the iPhone. Okay, so with the iPhone 7 there is now an additional colors. It is the jet black, so it is essentially a gloss, very gloss black, and it is I guess it can be easily get scratched if you use it, but depends on how you use the phone. Now with this display, you may notice that it is now much more brighter. According to the spec, it is 25% more brighter, and the color is much more nicer now. When you look at it directly onto the screen, the color is now looks really real and really nice. It's bringing true life colors. So there are quite a lot of reasons why you might want to improve. While the outside looks very similar to the iPhone 6, as you can see right here, the design looks very similar to the iPhone 6, but internally the phone has a lot of improvement that you may want to think about or consider those features, and you may want to go out and buy the iPhone 7. Thank you for watching this video.